Oop, almost fell off the cliff.
Of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Now, the Euphoria build that we're using does focus on potions and attacks, sword attacks. So, we're definitely going to want to collect resources as we find them, like so. But, it's one of those things. Ooh, more plants. So I'm a filthy herb picker this game. Sorry, guys. Any herb we run into that we need, we're gonna definitely pick up. But we may pick up some extras too.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Now the great part about The Witcher is I can use one hand for this. Because you just have to hold the canter button and you follow
Help me! Help!
follow the road.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Okay, we're gonna be playing through as a greedy fuck.
Could always use a few
Just for the
crowns.
record.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Yep. So, like I said during the cutscene, and like I said, minimum talking during those, but we're going to be greedy, and we're going to get as much information out of people that we can.
Let's go.
Just because more money
So,
is always better in
Griffin this close to the
RPGs,
village.
and information is
My
always
thoughts
useful.
exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here, near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn it.
Slow now. Whoa.
If I can, you know, aim myself properly.
Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? They put us up.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches? I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the alderman don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest and warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about.
Did you guys
though.
see the horse in the
Folks from all
background that was
over.
basically
Might be
like
worth your while to ask
pointing
after.
straight up with its legs? That was kind of funny. Let's see what she has
Show
for
me
sale.
what you got behind the counter.
So we have 300 crowns. I don't know what alchemy ingredients we need for potions yet, so I'm gonna wait on that. Gwent cards are tempting. I already have that one. Let's get this one. I like having the Gwent cards. I like playing Gwent, so we'll play a round or two usually for this. So we need our torch. We have Tawny Owl, which is something we are going to be using. She won't buy alchemy ingredients. And we don't want to sell any yet anyways.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
Okay.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
They don't want to talk, I make them talk.
There are 4 factions. What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Hell yeah, we're gonna play around
Why
with
not?
Gwent.
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
And it's been a while, so I'm gonna take the tutorial. I don't know why I used it. I'm kind of glad I did. So the idea is to make him use as many cards as possible to beat us. So he has 4, so he has 6 left, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pass and lose this round. Now I'm going to pass here as well, and I'm going to win. Now, last round. We're going to... But that still gives us 2. And for overkill, we're going to play the last card. And we win. Like it says, sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. So we did. Now acquire more powerful cards for quests or purchasing them. And we had 666. We were the devil that time, I guess, you know.
Well, you've a knack for this game.
I sure do.
If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Okay. Last person to talk to.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odin, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a
Dandelion.
humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
This is our stash. We can throw stuff in if we need to save it for later. There we go. That's the one I need. Inventory. Items in possession. Tabs of type. Vitality and toxicity. Drag and drop to equipped. Okay, we're turning this off. Gameplay. On-screen tutorials off. There we go. Definitely want to try and get Cat's Eye because it helps when you're in darkness. Dandelion. This is the first thing we're getting. Because look, light armor increases crit damage by 25% and fast attack damage, which is huge for us. And then we're getting... We'll get 5 points of fast attack so we can get down to muscle memory. Do this. Precise blows. And whirl. Rend. Sunder armor. And razor focus. So those are our damaging abilities that we're going to be using there. And then here we're going to use acquired tolerance. So we just got to kind of get down to it. Heightened tolerance as well. There's acquired tolerance. We're going to use these two for sure. Yeah. We're going to do 2 reds, 2 greens for our mutagens. So that's the plan. Yep. The plan is good. Okay, let's go outside. Oh, and these guys want to fight me.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
This is Rippy Soda! Yeah.